guess I'll start.
Again, it's hot. It's always hot. What's going on? What up? It's episode 300. I can't believe I can't hear myself. Haha, lol. Nope. Can y'all even hear me? Fucking episode 300. We starting off with a bang. Don't even get the mic going. I'm sorry. I'm unprofessional. Loner, are you in here? Give me a year. Like, I'm just excited. My tonsils ain't coming out of my face. And my face isn't puffy in the front, at least any more than usual, because I got chubby cheeks. Anyway, what's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to the Kasabian Lavoe Show, episode 300. I can't believe we made it this far. I'm happy that I could even say 300 episodes. Like, that's dedication. We in this for the long haul. That's my boy. Hey, like I said about Maul, I love Maul. I'm just saying, you know. And I love Maul, bro, but ever since they said that joke about Maul having childbearing hips, it was a wrap. I never looked at him the same. And I love him to death, but I never looked at him the same. I was like, oh, shit, I never noticed Maul had childbearing hips. So for the next studio, when we build out and it's like the full thing, I guess I'm going to have shelves like everybody else. I really don't want to because like everybody did the shelf thing, but I'm going to have to do the shelf thing. It's episode 300. Like, I'm super geeked. I was going to have champagne and bust champagne and get balloons and shit. I was even thinking about maybe we just build a whole new studio just for this, but I'm going to dial back. The reason why I haven't built the studio yet, or well, we haven't changed this setup, is because we're moving. So once the house is done and a new studio is built, then we'll get there. It's going to take a little longer than I wanted to, but I'd rather it take longer to be done right than I put it out now and it's just all ass. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for being here. Thank y'all. Let's get into the show. Let me start recording so we can really get into it and we can talk about these topics. And again, you can't hear the music because we're live, but if you want to listen to the music, just head over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're on Audible. We are on Amazon. We are on Facebook. We are everywhere and anywhere podcasts to listen to. And I will be talking about why I got fired today because I think it's, I think it's something special. Like, they're such haters. They fired me because of discrimination. That's it. I'm sticking to it. It wasn't discrimination. They got mad at me. They said I wasn't doing enough. I'm like the hardest working guy in the game. No, probably not. Because it's my 300th episode, you can't hear the music, but we're playing the Gambler. I mean, we're in Vegas, so the Gambler kind of fits. You know, sometimes you got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. I'm just going to play these cards that I was dealt. That's all, y'all. So we here for the long one. And remember, if you can't listen or you can't hear the music because you're watching, you want to listen, just go check out the pod at Apple Pod and Spotify and whatnot. Ooh, we're going to set up the rest of the cameras, too. We'll not set them up. We're going to start using the other camera angles because we just store it. That's coming. There's a lot of shit coming. This is going to kill me, but I'm going to keep on drinking it. You gonna know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. Come on, sing it with me, everybody. It's Kasabian. Kasabian Lavoe 1. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. My name is Kasabian Lavoe. I'll be your host behind the microphone with talent on loan from God. Yes, your boy's back in the bit. I hate your boy. Why did I start with your boy? Can we start again? We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll run it live. I've always like that. If you've never seen that, look up Bill O'Reilly spazzing out on YouTube. Episode 300, y'all. Like, I'm geeked. I was going to bust champagne, but I want to save that for 500. But I can't believe we're here. It's been 3 years, two and some change, or 3 years. This is season 6 of the show. We have gone through so many evolutions of the show. It's to be honest with you, it has spawned off other things that we're going to do once everything gets to where it's getting. We're just taking time, but we're going to start taking calls again. That'll be a whole separate show. We're going to start doing paid events on Facebook's platform where basically we'll have people on stage that'll be able to talk, and we'll do this very submersive and immersive. What's the word, yo, when people come and join with you? But we're going to be doing that, especially with the VR and meta and everything that's coming with that. We're gonna be all over the place. Spotify green rooms, that's what we'll be having, where I get to have y'all as hosts. Y'all get to come and pod with me, and we get to have a whole pod thing, and that's on Spotify. We can play music. We get to all talk shit. And if you're a podcaster and you want to collaborate, this is a perfect time for us to link up. Come over to Spotify with me. I mean, I can make introductions and whatnot. Just be on my show. I'll be on your show. Let's work. Let's link, and let's do it. Let's grow as a community, because there's plenty of money out here to be made. And I know a lot of people have a lot to say, and I want to give them an opportunity to say it. And Spotify is definitely giving us that opportunity, so we're going to use it. But, we'll still go live everywhere. Nothing's changing in that regard. You're just going to see some ads. We'll have ads running. There's going to be different camera angles, because we run 4 cameras. We just don't have them switching. I don't like having the switcher. It's just too much. Now that we got, there's so many things I just don't like doing. I get the mushing buttons and stuff, and y'all can't even hear half the shit that's going on over here, because this little thing isn't all the way wired up. Plus, if you've seen all the camera angles, I'll be like in vogue with it, bro. Like, y'all get to see like every 3D aspect of this. But nonetheless, I just want to thank everybody for being here. We haven't even done the radio show this year yet. We're 3 months in, and I know that I'm letting myself down, to be honest. Damn, hold up. What the fuck am I doing, bro? What? Yo, I've been doing music for 25 fucking years, and I have my headphones on backwards. Sorry. It's episode 300. I don't expect anything less. But the radio show is coming, slowly but surely. The new ads are coming. We're talking with our sponsors. We're getting ads going. I'm filming different things for the ads that we'll run in between. There's going to be bumper music. There's a lot of stuff. So with episode 300, I'd like to say again, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the evolution. For all those that have seen this start off with a phone to the first big camera that was like OD, and you can see like all the speckle spots of my skin, to us having the whole lighter setup with the bigger walls and all the shit that we got going on in this place now. Thank you to the team and everybody that holds me down. I appreciate y'all. This is one of those things that's it's expensive to do. So hopefully this shit better pay off. I ain't gonna lie, this motherfucker's really whipping my ass, but hey, here we are. Again, episode 300. When I started this show, it's because I was in the middle of losing my record deal, and I had to do something. And I didn't have a real plan after music. Like, I didn't even think I'd be this old. Like, I say this all the time. I didn't know I was going to be this old or get this old, because of the life that we live and the environment that we grew up in. This is just new territory for me, and I'm very thankful to be here. And I hope that my passion for giving knowledge and helping actually is like seen. I don't want to do this just to do it. Like, honestly, if I'm not dropping gems, then what's the point? So yeah, we have fun with the show, and I tell the news with my ghetto point of view. That don't change, and that's what we're gonna do today. My nose is stuffy. It's gonna be whistling. You're gonna hear it whistle. That's tough noogies. I'm still dealing with the damn broken tooth on this side, and Dr. What the hell's his name? Yo, all right, the doctor's gonna take care of my tooth soon. It has to be disinfected or some shit because of COVID. Friday we'll be covering 2 things: daylight savings and the Don't Say Gay bill, like the update to the Don't Say Gay bill. I didn't post the clip of it because it's very controversial, and I know a lot of people get offended when you do post a clip or clips or any stories about the Don't Say Gay bill. But nonetheless, it is something that we should talk about, and I think. Well, we'll talk about it. We'll definitely talk about it, because we have to talk about it. It's a thing that's going on, and it's going to affect children, and it's something that we should talk about. So on today's show, we'll be revisiting Jeff Wittek and David Dobrik. That story was so interesting because I didn't know any of these guys, and when I saw Jeff's story and I heard who he was, at first I was like, wow, this guy's a real douchebag. And then I just like fell in love with the dude. Pause. He's just a cool dude. His shows is not bad. I love the set. I like how they have it all broken down in his apartment. It's cool as shit. I don't know. Like, I think the dude is dope, and I appreciate what he's done. And I fucking don't like David Dobrik. He's a douchebag, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Fresh Prince. I finally saw it. I mustered up and I saw Fresh Prince, or Bel Air. We'll talk about Bel Air. Kanye put out a poem, Dead. I don't want to read the poem. I'd like for you to go out there and find it. It's on his Instagram. Read the poem yourself. Let me know what you think. I am The very word from my friend, a dear, dear friend that I care for a lot. And I hope that, he has the right people around him. Diddy responded back to the Making the Band alumni, I guess you can call them. And he was really talking that shit. Diddy was, when Diddy gets on, he gets on. So we'll talk about Diddy talking back to them boys. There's a story about Chris Brown. See, there's a lot of what's a good word that we could use for this? Because it's a lot of essay, okay? Activities with these male R&B artists and women and lawsuits. And I don't like talking about them too much because I don't know what's going on. I wasn't in the room, and I'm not the one that's going to start making shit up or speculating. But Chris Brown dropped some receipts. Now, I'm not even going to get into anything that the receipts said. TMZ had it. I spent a lot of time on TMZ today on accident. But it's interesting if you see the chain of events that took place in that short text thread. It kind of sums up what I was saying, what happens with Trey Songz and his females, and what turns into I want the relationship, and then they're too busy to have a relationship with me, so now I have an issue. And I know it's fucked up, but that's what this looked like. So go check that out. You comment below. Let me know if I'm wrong. Go check out Chris Brown's text thread and his receipts and see if maybe he was right. Let's see if he was right. The great Tony Hawk broke his leg, bro. I'm devastated. I cannot believe that Tony broke his leg and he might not be able to skate again. Some dudes or dudettes stole boxes full of heads, or one box full of heads, out of a truck in Colorado. We'll talk about that. The boy Ryan Coogler, Wakanda. Yeah, he's funny. Who the fuck gives a note in the bank? We'll talk about Ryan and Ryan's story. And if you live in Vegas and you're down bad and you love pets, if my tattoo artist Britt, if you're watching, this dog story's for you, because I think you could do this, and it's easy money. But you can rent out your backyard like an Airbnb for dogs. Times are tough in Vegas. We're doing everything we can to just, we're going to make it. We are going to make it. I promise you. All right, so let me give you a rundown on this whole rundown. The David Dobrik, what the fuck is his name? David Dobrik. The David Dobrik saga continues. I don't know who he is. I got to know him kind of. I thought he was like a little kid, but he's like mad tall. And so he's like a big ass little kid. He looks like Bobby from Bobby's World, if y'all remember what that was, right? Listen, mall and childbearing hips should have been a t-shirt, but that's all I want to say. Let me stop. Let me focus. So David Dobrik is a YouTuber that did some crazy YouTube things, and it took off. Now, before this update, I was kind of confused as to why David and Jeff were even talking about this situation. Again, 2 years ago, there was an incident in which David was using a Traco to spin his friends around, or his vlog people around. First like a tree swing, gently, and then he kind of got out of control and he hurt one of the members very bad. That member was Jeff Wittek. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Jeff was a part of this vlog squad, and the vlog squad was doing very well. They're probably one of the biggest channels on YouTube, and David is one of the biggest stars on YouTube. He actually has a show now on Discovery. Still don't like the dude because he's an asshole for what he did. He put out a pod today responding back to Jeff for trying to talk about what's really happening in the situation. But before we get there, let's just catch up to everything that happened. So when David was in the middle of a comeback, if you can call it that. From what happened was a couple of events that put them in a position where he had to lay low. One was an underage girl in a room full of dudes, and there was a lie about what happened in that room, and he tried to basically pass the buck to everybody else around him, and he didn't want that, to fall on him. And then there was this weird situation with this 45-year-old man that kissed a boy that was 17 or something, and he didn't know that was a dude. So the boy went to kiss this person without knowing that it was a man, and he felt like he was assaulted as well. David laid low. David's idea for a comeback video was something crazy and huge, and apparently he did pranks and things of that nature. So this isn't one of those things where he was just gonna come and just do a regular YouTube. No, he had a half-hour video planned out. They were gonna skydive. They were gonna do all these crazy stunts. Now Jeff's afraid of heights, and he was one of the people that was gonna skydive. He as a good friend and as a person that was working with and for David at the time, he was down to do all the crazy shit because why not? It benefited them anyway, and they didn't really get paid for what they did. It just kind of helped them grow their channels. So yeah, they were down for it. The part that everything gets wishy-washy is when they use the track hoe to do this stunt. They were swinging around in the track hoe. Now, with somebody that knows what they're doing, although this is dangerous, it can be done. Don't try it at home. You're not a professional. And for construction workers out there that I know that know how to do what he was trying to do, they do it safely. Trust me. I've seen it done properly, even though it is very dangerous and can kill you. Can and will kill you if done improperly. What David Dobrik did that day was he had no respect for the person on the other side of that machine. When you use machines of that fashion, that are that size, that big, that powerful, you have to have a certain respect for what you're dealing with. It's not just a track hoe. Like, do you understand what you're saying? You move the earth with these things. Think about that. You're swinging your buddy 5 miles an hour. It's not too sketchy. But then you start cranking that fucking thing at 40 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour, and you come to a dead stop. He swings and bounces off the side of the bucket, busts his whole shit open. Brain damage, and his eye basically falls the fuck out. They've been working on his eye for the past 2 years. David's supposed to be helping pay these bills, and it seems like it's a pity party on David's side. It's so weird to watch David say that it hurt him that day. Nothing happened to him. He hurt the other guy. So this whole podcast today where he was like, yo, I can't believe I'm so hurt. People like, you are so sick. And Jeff, honestly, I think Jeff, at this point in his life, he realized that he'll never be the same. Dude's been in and out of surgery for the past 2 years. And the only reason this is even coming back to light is because there's a documentary about the rise and fall of David. And Casey Neistat is the one that's filming it and doing it all. He's documenting the whole thing. And there's a lot of parts in there that have Jeff to do with, Jeff's in it. And it seemed that basically this David dude is just throwing him under the bus. Now, a lot of kids that, maybe watch this guy and are influenced by him, maybe you should look for a different person to idolize. Like, people like this are no good. And I know some people don't get this whole genre of entertainment. And I know I might have an older audience that's like, who the fuck is David Dobrik and Jeff Wittek? And that's fine that you don't get it. Watching that dude smash his face on the side of that bucket was probably one of the scariest things I've seen. And I know the power of a track hoe. So to see that and witness it and to think that he survived, he clonged off that shit. The TikTok videos where you hear dong and he goes me on that shit to do in the church. That's what it sounded like. No bullshit. It was terrifying. I think he has the right to be upset, and I think there should be litigation against David so that we can just square this away and keep David from even speaking on his on him, his health, and anything that's going on with him, because he has a long road ahead of him. It's fucked. It's not good. It's really not good for that boy, and I just can't believe it brought back up. It was brought back up. I was kind of impressed that they brought it back up. Chernobyl, if you don't know, there was a really dope doc on. Is it HBO? Probably. Was it HBO? So Chernobyl was the power plant, the nuclear power plant that went bad, and it was decommissioned 30 years ago. I don't remember all the details of Chernobyl, but it's famous. Figure it out. So the Russians have cut the power to Chernobyl, and that's a bad thing because it's overheating, and the power that went there has fans that control and regulate the temperature so that they don't have a fire because of all the nuclear radiation. This is going to be a hot spot for many, many years and maybe forever. Like, it's going to outlive us, and we really can't do anything about it because they were very careless as to how they really ran all that. And as scary as it is, Russia might have caused a big problem for the whole world right now, and we're not talking about it. We need to get power back on to cool that thing down, or if not, they might start to see fires, and we don't really know what the extent of these fires can cause, at least for air pollution, radiation, explosion-wise. Like, what if that shit really blows a hole in the goddamn earth right now? Like, we really don't have time for that. We need Big T. I'm just being honest. Where the fuck is Trump? They are putting the ball. If being the president or running for presidency was basketball, Trump is Steph Curry right now, and he's hitting it from half court, from the top of the bleachers. They put the ball on the thing, and it's going, it's been 1 year under Biden. The entire country's falling the fuck apart. Houses are the most expensive they've ever been. Money's worthless. Gas is almost $5. There's a war going on, and we don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's worried about PPP loans and shit. Trump's in Florida kicking it with fucking Kodak Black and them dudes from the fucking Full Send podcast. Like, Trump is living life. If I was Trump, I'd come out in like some Versace with some chocolates on and be like, yo, y'all want me to stop living my life to come deal with you ungrateful motherfuckers again? That's what he needs to do. This Chernobyl shit is terrifying because in all reality, it's not that far away. Like, it's a global issue. Like, when they say, oh, we shouldn't pump for gas in America, I'm like, okay, as opposed to what? Let them pump the gas? All they're going to do is destroy the environment either way. Like, people get mad when they go, the president couldn't change this. Yeah, he could have, because under Trump, we were exporting oil. Under Biden, we've been buying oil. So we could change a lot of things. We could have done a lot of things. Now we're negotiating to buy fuel from another country instead of just making our own when it's here. You see, there's a lot of things that bother me with this, but we're not here to talk about politics right now. We're just going to get right back into the show. Bel Air. Finally watched it. We watched the first episode. Can we be honest? I just want to be honest. It's not the same show. I think they should have been named something completely different. I don't think they should have named the kid Will. I like his little aggressiveness, but I can tell you this, that boy is not aggressive. It's cute to watch. It looks like little kids. Uncle Phil is not this big, spirited. Uncle Phil looked like an Uncle Phil. Like, when you seen that man, he looked like a grandiose person. He was just bigger than life. Big, deep voice. He was like a manly man, bro. He wasn't no skinny, scrawny dude. He was a big fucking dad, bro. Like, he looked like a dad. This guy looks like a nice guy. And it's so strange to see the show, like, slow down because it's a drama now instead of a comedy. But in reality, if you think about it, comedies are dramas. So to say that they did it this way because they want to, I mean, it's a whole different story. Let's be honest. I'm going to say that. And I'm going to watch the rest of it because I'm intrigued, but I don't like the speed. I think it's way too slow and just too serious. Way too serious. I think there's other ways to approach it, but what do I know? I never wrote a fucking TV show, but I watched it, okay? I like Carlton's character. I think he's fucking hilarious. I think they're just, nobody pops off the screen yet. I don't understand the beautiful filming and just not having like a team. Like, if you should let 50 Cent cast this and like just ask him for help. That he knows what to do. So get Peacock, go check out Bel Air. Let me know what y'all think. Comment below. Let me know if you like Bel Air. Was Bel Air everything you expected it to be? I mean, I grew up off, this whole Will Smith Fresh Prince. When, what really bothered me? There's certain things you shouldn't reenact or redo. The fact that and then the kid keeps on making noises like Will. Pause. It's so weird. He's like, "Rrr." He just keeps doing those grunts. It's like, is that why they hired him? Because he made grunts like Will Smith? He doesn't look shit like Will Smith. But in the first episode, they do the scene where Will's dad never shows up and him and Uncle Phil have that beautiful embrace where Will says, what did I do wrong? Why don't he love me? Why don't he want me? Why did they do that? That you sped up. I'm not hating. I'm telling the truth. Shut up. I gotta get my serious voice. Why'd they do that? What was the point of them even approaching the first episode and going, you know what? The most prolific episode in this entire show. The one episode that makes probably 99% of men in this entire country fall the fuck apart. You want to mimic it in the first... All right. Maybe I'm hating. I'll tell you, maybe I'm hating. If you don't know how much music money really is, I'll tell you this. There's a reason why you don't see boy bands in bands today. The shit don't work. It's very few times where you're going to strike gold with a boy band. Like BTS, them overseas kids, they kill it. I don't know how they do it. But there's no deal in America where you're going to pay any amount of artists a great... I could not put 5 rappers in a group right now and offer them anything more than like fucking $7,000 a pop. There's just no way. There's no fucking way. So when the band members start putting out their videos talking shit to Diddy, it just, hey bro, you had an opportunity, you dropped the ball. No matter what the contract said, you guys had exposure, eyes on you, you were on TV, you had personalities, you had to have had agents, listen, if you thought you were so good, you should have invested in yourself and had attorneys to get you out of your contract. And that's the truth. Diddy responded to both of them, said, hey man, we working. Y'all talking too much. Y'all not working. You know, Freddie P, hey man, get to work, put out some music. We ain't heard no music. I ain't heard shit. I saw Enes rapping with a bed on the floor. And then the other boy, Willie. Willie's known for cheating on his wife. That's all Willie's known for. He's always cheating on his fucking wife. He don't even make music no more himself. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Leave Diddy out of this. Oh shit. You know what? Joe, if y'all watch, I watch podcasts, I listen to podcasts. I'm a podcaster. It's what I do. Okay. If you watch the Joe Budden pod today, I was upset that he did not approach or broach the subject of the him and Joel thing. Just a little more aggressive. I like older Joe, but this was the point in time where I wanted Joe to really go crazy on boy. All right, let me. Oh shit, my bad. Did I just hit that? I gotta scroll up on the thing, and we'll talk about daylight savings on Friday. I do not want to get into daylight savings today because I hate it. Y'all already know how I feel about daylight savings. It's one of the most irritating things ever. Can y'all hear that? I'm gonna learn how to make that a thing. If I just do this. Yeah. It's my music, so I can't say shit. Hey. All right. Because I need transition music. So if I do that and then fade out. Ooh, que nati, mira este. I'm like a DJ. Well, hot dog, we have a winner. Kanye wrote a poem today. It is maturity, but I don't watch the pop. It's not maturity. Hold on, loner. Wait a minute. Hold on to chat. It ain't maturity. Because before that story, Joe seems to have a huge issue with one of his exes giving somebody roadhead. I'm not going to get into that. That whole conversation pissed me the fuck off. Like, I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear an hour of y'all talking about what your girl is doing with the next dude before she comes back. But Joe's pet peeve or thing was his girl sucking a dick in the car. He was hurt. He's like, nah, I can't believe it. Like, what do you mean? You're going to give him roadhead? What do you mean? What do you mean? You know how Joe gets. No, he didn't even do that today. He didn't even do that. He was just like literally just saying that was his thing. And then he goes, hey, yo, you know, Joel Ortiz, you know, they down bad. And da-da-da. He ain't wrong, but it would have been nice if he would have fucking chopped them up. Just chop them up. Because they deserve it. They deserve it. They want it. Bow. Sit down with that shit. What else happened? There was a story about that attorney. So there's an attorney in town. I talked about it last episode on Monday. The attorney that was shot by the FBI agents. Come to find out there's a whole lot more going on with that. Now, and I need like a producer just for re-ups and just for updates because we need like 4 or 5 interns. Because I need somebody that's just going to do like gossip and hip hop for me. I need somebody that's, and I mean like, you know, gather the good stories. And I need somebody that's going to help with the updates. Like really need help with updates. It's getting to the point where this needs to grow. And I'm going to need about 7 people. Shit. Dude, you know, oh my God, you know how much it fucking costs to pay for all this shit. All right. Let's get into the rest of today's show. Let's read these pulled quotes and these stories. Today's Wednesday. We don't do mental health on Wednesday, but you know, make sure that if there's anything on your chest, you get it off and you talk about it. It's definitely imperative to your health to speak, and don't be afraid. Don't be scared. I heard Batman was really good. I'm never gonna watch it, but I heard it was really good. Let's get into Tony Hawk, my boy Tony. That's kind of shitty. I got a bunch of stories from TMZ, so I'm sorry. TMZ, Mr. Tony Hawk. Yesterday sucked, Hawk said. I broke my elbow 20 years ago and managed to make a full comeback. This recovery for a broken femur will be much harder because of its severity and my age, but I'm up for the challenge. Tony hurt himself skating, which kind of sucks because that's like what he's really good at. What we're seeing here is just the body saying no, but the mind says yes. At one point in time, you saw Tony Hawk skating in a bowl with his daughter who was like 2 or 3 years old. And he said, I promise you my daughter is safer in my hands on this skateboard than even on foot anywhere else. And the boy was leaning damn near sideways with his baby. And I trust me to God, Tony Hawk's that guy. He's that guy. He's Tony Hawk. Like there's no changing. Tony Hawk is Tony Hawk. Swift recovery, sir. We appreciate you, man. I definitely think that Dude, we're getting so old, bro. I think that we're gonna see a lot of our just our childhood superheroes just sitting down. It's becoming, I guess, a new era. Is that what it's becoming, or is that a transitional period where they all slow down? Oh, Dito. Another story out of TMZ. A lot of stories from TMZ today. What's in the box? Well, it depends on who's asking, because someone stole a box of disembodied human heads intended for medical research from a company truck in Denver. Police say an unknown suspect or suspects stole a blue and white box of human heads from a parked truck. It happened about a week ago, but cops are now talking about it. It's unclear if the thief knew the box had human heads inside of it, but the cops say that it was labeled exempt human specimen. What is wrong with me? Let me try that again. Exempt human specimen. This case is bizarre and has rightly spooked nearby residents. So far, no arrests have been made, and police aren't sure what suspect or suspects might have used the heads or head for. Wait, are they trying to be funny? Might have used the heads, or where the heads are headed. Where the heads are headed. Were they trying to do a callback? That was terrible. Who did that? That's not Van Lathan. What? Yeah, bro. That's terrible. You can't put Tony Hawk in a fucking nursing home. Who's gonna do that? No. Okay, Ryan Coogler, Wakanda. Ryan Coogler is dope as shit, right? He's very interesting to me because I never heard of anybody sliding a note to a bank teller. Ryan's filming his movies. He's did he win the award, or was he just nominated? All right, so he's his nominee. You would say he's famous. He did fucking Black Panther. This is not just a nobody. So when he goes to the bank and hands a note to the teller and they call the police because they think he's trying to rob the bank, this is a fucking movie. He had to been playing. This is ridiculous. So the pool quotes at a complex, and they got it from TMZ, so we should have just got it from TMZ. Coogler was detained by authorities in January after he tried to make a withdrawal from his account. TMZ reports wearing shades and a mask, the 35-year-old Oscar-nominated filmmaker passed the bank teller a note that read, in quotes, "I would like to withdraw $12,000 cash from my checkings account. Please do the money count somewhere else. I'd like to be discreet." The teller believed the message was suspicious and called authorities to the scene over claims of an attempted robbery. That's weird. You're weird, lady. In a statement provided, and it wasn't a white person. Just for anybody that was asking, this was not a Karen. This was actually a person of color, and she was a pregnant lady, and she just was concerned. She was pregnant and worried. In a statement provided to Variety, wow, we're just getting pull quotes from everywhere, aren't we? In a statement provided to Variety, Coogler confirmed the situation happened and said the issue had been resolved. The situation should never have happened. He stated, however, Bank of America worked with me and addressed it to my satisfaction, and we've moved on. According to TMZ, authorities quickly realized it was a mistake, but Coogler asked for badge numbers and why? Coogler asked for badge numbers of all the responding officers. I'm glad he did. I just don't think that there was any malice. Unfortunately, the lady made a bad call. Hey, that's not the safest way to ask for money, though. Like, you could have just said that. Hey, do you mind counting my shit somewhere else? I really don't want people to see my shit go a bunch of times. Somebody take that and make that a noise. No? Y'all don't know. Can y'all do that? I need more people here. Can somebody help me make gifts? I need people to make gifts. I need people to make clips. Like, we need the Kasabian Lavoe Show. I promise you I need like 2 more Susans, bro. We need 2 more Susans to get this really popping. Now with my heart issue, I have a broader aspect as to like heart procedures, because I've been just looking at what they do for shitty hearts. And this pig heart thing was weird. And we briefly touched on it, but it was just, I didn't know I needed some shit like this. So it didn't matter to me. And I think it's interesting enough to bring to the table, but it's not good news, but it's news. And it's from CNN. David Bennett died on Tuesday. Let me give you some backstory. David Bennett had the first animal to human heart transplant. It was a pig to heart transplant, successfully done. I believe they've tried this shit before with other people, but as far as I know, this was here and it worked. Here, as in America. David Bennett died on Tuesday after his condition began to deteriorate severely days ago. The medical center said he was given, I don't know what this is, palliative care, and was able to communicate with his family during his final hours, according to the news release. In quotations, "We are devastated by the loss of Mr. Bennett. He provided to be a brave and noble patient who fought all the way to the end. We extend our sincerest condolences to his family," Dr. Bartley P. Griffith, the surgeon who transplanted the pig heart at the University of Maryland Medical Center, said in a statement. Mr. Bennett became known by millions of people around the world for his courage and steadfast will to live. I think it is very courageous to take on experimental medical procedures to try to save yourself. Rush, that's my mentor in all this. Rush is one of the reasons why I do this. And when he was dealing with his lung cancer, he went through a lot of experimental things, and it kept him around as long as it kept him around. But that man died behind the microphone, and this man was trying to provide a way out for a lot of people that are dealing with with failing organs, and just like my heart issue is hereditary. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully we'll figure it out. Neuralink. That's why I'm waiting for Neuralink. I don't like checking my Apple Watch for my heart rate. I need a Neuralink that can say, Kasabian, this shit's a heart attack. Get the fuck out of here. I don't need my watch going, yeah, you're all right. All right. Like, nah, I'm down for Neuralink. Hey, Elon, Neuralink me up, bro. The story out of Vegas for this week, and honestly, Vegas is going through some changes. Okay, we're not necessarily the Vegas of yonder. We're a new Vegas. In this Vegas, we rent out our backyards so that dogs can come play in your backyard. Do they really do that? Is that really a thing? So, I don't even know how to approach this story. And I've been saying approach a lot. I'm trying to use new words. Puñeta. The story's from Fox 5. If you're looking to make some extra cash and have a fenced-off backyard, a new service in the Las Vegas area will allow you to rent it out. And it's called Sniff Spot. It's like Airbnb for land, allowing property... Why is it taking so long? I'm so sorry. Allowing property owners to rent their yard out for dogs to play. Sniff Spot allows people to rent out their private land as dog parks. Baldridge is one of the people that rents out their backyard and their pool. In quotes, they typically just come in the backyard on their own. I give directions we have a gate and we just let them in the back. It's completely private and fenced off. A lot of people who live in apartments with dogs use the service, and it's also an alternative for dogs that don't do well with other dogs at dog parks. With Sniff Spot, people can take their dogs to a safe location that's only available for them. We have guests that come with... This is not real. This is not real. This is not real. We have guests that come and have doggy birthday parties and invite their families and dogs over. Now you're just borrowing my house to throw a fucking party. Anyone that has a yard or land can earn money by letting their dog owners rent the land for... Fucking Christ, bro. I'm just flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted. Anyone that has a yard or land can earn money by letting dog owners rent their land by the hour. Listings in the Las Vegas area range from $4 to $25. Some Sniff Spot hosts are earning $2,000 or more per month, according to the company. During the summer months, we were able to get upwards and close to $600 a month, said Baldridge. Now, the Baldridges apparently have a nice thing going with these animals. This is very interesting, and they're renting out front living rooms for people to live in, so this didn't surprise me, and it is a very innovative way to make money, I think. I don't know how I feel about it. Not for me. Just not for me. You said dogs are better than humans? Well, fuck, who's gonna rent out their backyard to humans? Like, yeah, throw a party in my backyard. Go for it. Now I got fucking indigestion and shit. I'm falling apart, y'all. If y'all don't notice, y'all gonna witness me turn into an old fuck on camera. That's what this show's turning into. I'm just old and deteriorating. I think it's phenomenal that people are renting out their yards. Kind of gross. Oh, I got a dog. I love my dog. I don't like anybody else's dog. I got kids. I love my kids. I don't like nobody else's. As a matter of fact, after my aunt and my cousin tell the story about how I saved my baby cousin from drowning in the pool, y'all gonna see that I really don't like kids. But I have a love for my family, so I'm gonna save him because he was in danger. I don't fucking like kids, like, at all. Okay, just being honest, like, not even a little bit. And that's today's show. Again, thank you. 300 episodes. We here. We done this. Like, it's dope. It's very dope. I don't have much. I wasn't really like. It kind of hit me during this, like when we started. It was like boom, 300, bro. 300. Only a few been taken down for some shit that I said and some DMC copyrights. People do that. Oh shit. We're gonna talk about that on the next episode. That's some weird ass shit that people do for money. My name's Kasabian Lavoe, but I'm not supposed to say it at the end. My name's Kasabian. Live in the moment. Don't live in the past. Be safe. Stay dangerous. Lavoe loves you. Wine.